Hi, and welcome to the speaker series. My name is Ellie Weisbaum, and I'm an assistant professor at the University of Toronto's Buddhism, Psychology, and Mental Health program. What you're about to watch is an excerpt from my course, Buddhist Perspectives on Current Social Issues, where we invited a series of international guest lecturers to share their perspective on how mindfulness and compassion can inform our approaches to current social issues, both at an individual and systemic level. This series was sponsored by the New College Initiatives Fund, and we really hope that these dialogues can serve to be engaging and informative for the context of your daily life, and that they can help us collectively consider how we can build a more healthy and compassionate society. Thanks for joining us, and enjoy the video. Melina Bondy earned a BFA in theater design and contemporary dance before spending 6 years as a monastic in the tradition of Thich Nhat Hanh and Plum Village. Melina blends insight and Plum Village practices with somatic experiencing, social justice, and creative process to grow compassion, peace, and joy in daily life. We have collaborated together in building and designing retreats, community practices outside of retreat spaces, and then guest lectures and collaborations at the university.
What I had wanted to end with was a few somatic grounding practices that are very connected to mindfulness practices, but they don't involve stillness in the same way. And especially depending upon what's happening in our systems, if being in our body, someone also mentioned that earlier on, tuning into the experience in the body, for some folks, that's not a safe place to go. It's not settling and soothing, but there's some other body-based practices that can be. So I wanted to end just with about 5 minutes of some brief practices, and you, hopefully, if even one of them resonates with you, use them as you're watching the news, as you get ready to have a hard conversation with a friend, as you're about to write a paper. Like these types of practices, whether it's the formal mindfulness, mindful breathing, or loving kindness, walking meditation practices, or what I'm going to share right now, they are tools that can be used all over the place. We just have to remind ourselves. So what I'm going to offer today to close this time is humming, rocking, making circles, rubbing our belly, and singing. But you'll have yourselves on mute. No one will hear you. So we're just going to do a minute of each. And some of them, as I said, you'll maybe find interesting or enjoyable. Others will feel ridiculous. Just try it for a minute. And you never have to do it again if you don't enjoy it. But if you can bring some curiosity to the practice, you might find something interesting. So you can have your eyes open or closed. You can be standing, sitting, lying down, where posture is comfortable, screens on or off. And let's take a minute to hum. And it can be a melody, or it can just be Notice the vibrations of the humming as you hum. Notice what it's like to have hummed. Next practice is slow rocking. And imagine yourself in a hammock, or maybe like imagining yourself as a baby being rocked. Sometimes it's even nice to hold arms. And just give yourself a gentle movement somewhat back and forth. It actually tricks our nervous system into thinking that we're back in the womb. Or it might be forwards and backwards, it might be little circles, but just a gentle rocking movement. And then notice what that was like. You might come back to stillness. Next practice is just making circles with our wrists, maybe with your ankles too, if that feels doable and enjoyable. And then change directions. A lot of our thoughts and difficulties get stuck, especially in our joints. So moving any joints sometimes helps to shift things that feel stuck. And release. And then rubbing either the chest bone, the breastbone, or the belly, whatever feels more comfortable and interesting. About a minute, just gentle circles, both hands. And then pause and notice what that has affected. And then I'm not going to do this to encourage you to actually do this, but try singing a line of a pop song, a kid's song. You can just say, I don't know what to sing, but let your body vibrate and make sound in a singing way. I'm going to turn off my microphone and I'll do it too. And then noticing what that's like.
Thanks for watching the video. We hope you found it engaging and informative. If you'd like to know more about programming in the Buddhism, Psychology, and Mental Health program or other public series and events that we have coming up, please check out in the description a link to our website and also more about the speaker in this video. Thanks for joining us.